Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality. The holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Aha! Just kidding. But anyways, fans, thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Cha-ching! Y'all know what it is. We have a very special guest. You're not going to believe it. My favorite brother, Dr.Fade Official. I hope I said it right, brother.
Yeah, it's Dr.Fade Official.
Okay, Fade Official, bro. I see, it's a big title right over here. Big title. Not only that, this guy is a motivational speaker, one of the best barbers I've ever seen. This guy has big moves. Y'all not gonna believe it. Really young, and yeah, brother. So, thank you for being here.
Oh man, thank you for the opportunity.
Of course, I had to, brother. You know, I see you passing by, and you're like, "Hey, don't forget." It's I didn't forget. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm happy, man. So for my fans out there who don't know, I actually met him way back. My brother, it was Halloween, and I was dressed up as Mario Kart and Luigi. Actually, I had a little box, and I was like, I came in, I was like, hey man, it's a competition, I hope I win. My brother right here, he started recording, he's like, yo, this homie got the best outfit, and everybody was laughing. They're like, dang, he took this to another level. You remember?
I remember. I remember.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. What was your first impression when you met me? I gotta ask you.
Well, you definitely had a lot of energy, and I love people that have that energy. Once you see that energy, it just opens up many things about that person in the good aspect.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, same here, man. I feel like you and my brother Walter, like y'all, like one of my favorite people. So, like, if I had to see you, I had to see my other brother. It's like, I miss it, man. I hate that he's so far away,
100%.
and not everyone has the same, path. You feel me?
Right, right, right.
And real quick, my guy. So, tell us a little bit about your background. If you were born and raised in Vegas, your hobbies, and yeah, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I was born in Inglewood, LA, and by the age of 14, I, I ended up moving to Arizona with my parents. So back in 2020, right before the pandemic, I wanted to move it to a bigger city. I felt like Arizona became on a repeat basis, and I just wanted something different. And I thought about moving back to LA, but there was two factors that didn't convince me or motivated me to do. So it was too crowded, and then prices were still so high, you know. So I wanted to continue to go back on the drawing board and see what would be the best places for a young person like myself, that can grow faster. So I looked into Vegas, and we ended up moving here.
Well, and you came here by yourself with nobody, or you came with your boo, or con el flu. You know what I'm saying? What you do?
I had a boo at the time, but I had to talk to her, let her know, hey, I want something different. I wanted her to move with me, but at the time that was not possible. So I still wanted it to move because an opportunity came to me, and I just took it. I didn't look back. I've already had experiences that made me wise enough to be able to see an opportunity. So when I seen the opportunity, I took it.
Whoa. So the houses I see you told the girl goodbye. I gotta go. If te fuiste, you left, man. That's how it is. That's what you're telling me. You see?
Almost. Exactly. Almost. I was like, hey, I know I got a calling right here, so I'm gonna go for it. And then I wanted to see how she was gonna feel about it. She said, well, of course I'm gonna be sad, but I'm gonna support you. So once I heard that from her, I had a little bit more motivation to move out here. because at the
Oh,
time I was still talking with her and everything and keeping that relationship. And it just what had me going at the beginning stages.
wow. And are you guys still together or no more? Mr. Fresh is single now.
Man, we're not together no more.
Oh, snap. Ladies out there, if y'all looking for a man looking fresh with the beard, with the hair, he right here. That's his.
My guy.
Damn, man, that's what's up, brother. I mean, I gotta ask you, man. Being single, I gotta say, you save money, you have less drama, and you have a lot of freedom. I feel like a lot of self growth. Do you feel that's how your journey is right now?
Absolutely. When you get off work, most of the time, what we do with our time is what sets us apart, for the future. And having a girlfriend, having to be here, at times I wouldn't be able to focus like on the gym, focus on cooking, right? Because you need 100% focus to be able to know what you're doing, right? And at times I would feel like I would receive that phone call like, "Hey, what you doing?" This and that, especially for her being far away from me. Like she always wanted to be aware of what I was doing at the time, at the present moment. So that would kind of not have me fully concentrated. So once I became single, I was able to have time to read, go to the gym, be dedicated to the gym and stay consistent. And also started cooking. At times I hated to cook because I would never look forward to it
Yeah.
because I also wouldn't have the time.
Mm,
So then, being single, of course.
damn, that's what's up, brother. That's good, man. I gotta ask you, man. So like, you have a very interesting story, man. Like, first of all, I gotta say, fans out there, you gotta understand he got the best. I don't know what happened. Well, what he had, if it was Honey Nut Cheerios, but my boy got so many followers. And I gotta ask you, brother, how did you gain so many followers so fast? Was it the transition when you moved to Vegas, or was it when you were called out to give presentations to about how the steps of being a barber? Well, was it
Yeah,
that?
it was mainly those events, networking, and showcasing iStyle products.
Oh,
Um, as you know, iStyle Barber, she's Floyd Mayweather's personal barber, and they've been together for over a decade now. And so she was able to build a huge brand name for herself.
wow, damn.
That relationship right there has helped me a lot. I've met a lot of people. I've connected with many people, and your worth is your network.
Dang, that's deep, man. I never heard that one, but I like that. I might have to take it. Share the word.
Yeah,
Wow, brother. No, that's really good, man. I'm happy you're reaching out to a lot of young people. And quick question, because my boy Walter used to get jealous when they picked you to go out to do the presentations. And I was like, brother, I don't know why. It's by his beard. See what I'm saying? But was it like she only picked her, like, how does it work? Did she pick her favorites, or like, you know what I'm saying? Because you went out a lot of times. I remember, like, you guys will go different parts. I think like different states or different places, and there will be a photo shoot, and then there'll be a presentation. So I mean, you got to spill the beans, brother. Like, how'd you get nominated, or you had to write a letter? You told Papa Dios, hey, give me that opportunity. See?
right. All of that, bro. So there was a barber expo here in Vegas, 2019, and it was my birthday weekend. But I didn't know it was her who was hosting it until I got here. So at the time, I already had a barbershop, and I already knew the business side, and I wanted to go to the next level. So I ended up competing at the Barber Expo. and that's how I got to meet with her. So then, me knowing of who she was, I didn't know it was her who was doing the expo at the time. But once I met her, I knew who she was, and I got to talk with her. I was like, "Hey, what would be my next level if I'm already here?" And she said, "We can talk tomorrow." So, I was motivated to meet with her the following day. So when we met, it was for breakfast or brunch. It was around 11:30ish. So once we got done eating, she said, "Come on, I want to show you the shops." So she's got two shops, and we went to the first one. I got to meet everybody, everybody iced out. I got to feel the atmosphere. She was telling me the story about that barbershop, how it started. And then from there, we went to eat again. By this time, it's maybe like 4 p.m., 4:30ish. And that day was my last day of me being here in Vegas for that weekend, because it was a Monday, I believe. So, I was planning on just meeting with her, hour, 2 hours, and then head back home, back in Arizona. So, I'm looking at the time, but I'm like, this is an opportunity that I can't pass on. So from there, she took me to the second shop, the one on the Rango, which is the one I'm at now. And from there, after meeting the guys at the other barbershop and seeing the atmosphere, her and I went to go have like a snack to be able to talk more. So once she was able to tell me and share with me what my next level could be, it was something I had been seeking for within my own life. So next thing you know, we end up staying an extra night that day because of the information didn't end till like 11 p.m. that day. I go home, and then, I'm thinking about it because she told me a lot of barbers tell me that they're willing to do whatever it takes, but that's just words. I need barbers that'll show me that they're willing to do what it takes. And then what that meant, it was for me to move out here and work with her for iStyle brand.
Wow. And look at this. Like, I feel like you just created not only a connection, but like a mentor in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that can help you through the ropes to grow. Because I think that's what everybody's looking for is how can okay, I'm here, but how can I get here? You know what I'm saying? And
100%.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like she's really been helping you a lot, and that's great, man. It's nice to see that young Latino brothers and, you know, making changes, influencing young people. I gotta ask you, fam. A lot of people are asking me, how did you get into like being a barber? Like, did someone plant a seed? Was it your parents, or who was it? Tell us like the backstory.
Okay, so the backstory, and this is going to be related to my Instagram name. When I was 7 years old, I used to have an uncle that was a doctor, and he was in Mexico. So we would go to Mexico, right? And when you hang out with your family in Mexico, and he was one of them that we would always look forward to go see and hang around with. So there was, one day, him and I went to the grocery store. He's like, "Come on, come with me," because I have two siblings, but they're younger than me. And at the time, they were not. I was 7 years old, so they were way younger than I was, right? So when people would reach out to him or call him or just wanted him to say hi to him, they would look at him with a lot of respect. Not fame. It was just like respect and love at the same time. And I said, man, I want to be like that. So I grew up thinking that I wanted to be a doctor. I ended up graduating high school at 16. I went to college. I was doing calculus and And I forgot what the other classes I was doing, but those are some accelerated classes. And I was really good in school. I was really good in math and science because that's what my uncle would tell me. That's what you really need to be good at. Him and I wouldn't speak much unless we were over there visiting. So I kept that mindset of just focusing on that, and I knew I was going to be good, right? And since I knew what I wanted to do, I said I want to do it the fastest, and I just went for it. Tunnel vision. Once I graduated, and it was summertime, I believe. My mom said, "Hey, with this free time, you should be volunteering at the hospital. Get to know the people, get to know the environment, get to know how it works, so you can start getting an idea since you're already gonna be in that field." I said, "Okay." So when I first volunteered on my first day, there was like a lady that came up to me as I was putting things away, right? Staffing whatever it needed to be restocked. And she comes to me and she goes, "Hey, I've been seeing you work." And I was like, "Thank you." She's like, "Yeah, we like how you are. Like, we like how you're smiling, how you're nice to people. We need more people like you here. Would you like to work here?" It's my first day volunteering. I'm just like, of course, I'm excited, like, yeah, I would like to work here. And she goes, "Okay, well, yeah, it'll be great." So, and then she asked me, "How old are you?" I said, "Well, I'm 17. She's like, "Oh, we can't hire you until you're 18. So I'm like, "Okay." It was like a few months after when my birthday was going to be. And on the day of my birthday, I end up receiving a call from their office, and it was their manager, or the lady's manager. Her name was Monica, so I had already knew her a little. And she goes, "Hey, Mauricio, happy birthday." And I said, "Thanks." And she goes, "Yeah, so listen, we wanted to see if you were interested in working with us." And I put my phone on mute. You remember the flip phones?
Oh yeah, like the razor. Yeah.
Yeah, I put it on mute, and I jumped 3 times because of how excited I was.
Yeah.
So then I unmute it, and then I go, "Yeah, I'd love to," or something like that, right? To make it sound good.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, okay, sounds good. But you don't sound too excited." And then I started laughing because I said, "Hey, you know what? I literally just put the phone on mute." But yeah, I'm excited. I'd love to really work with you guys. So I ended up getting hired. When I got hired, I ended up getting to see which doctors I really wanted to be like.
Mm.
And there was one, his name was Dr. Moon. So one day I go up to him and I go, "Hey, would you mind if I job shadow with you? I'd like to be this type of doctor. And he goes, "Yeah, sure. I just need you to fill out some paperwork and turn it in." On my first day of that week, I don't know what day it was because in the medical field, you work 3 shifts, 3 12s. So that day it was my Monday. I didn't know what day it was for him. I don't know if it was his last day. And once I turned in the paperwork, he goes, "All right, Mauricio, I just need you to fill out one more paper." So I get the paper, and then as I'm walking away, I go, "Hey, are you gonna be here tomorrow?" And he puts his pen down like he was mad. Turns around, looks at me eye to eye. He goes, "Mauricio, I'm here every day." So when he told me that, I felt like something had gone down my throat because I was like, "Whoa!" Like I felt like I cried at that time because I was looking at myself in the future.
Dang.
Probably well off,
Yeah.
beautiful family, dream car, dream house, But you know what's what I saw?
What'd you
The
see?
fact that the fact that he was there every single day.
Yeah, that's
So
tough, fam. It's-
it, man, it was. So when I went home, I let my mom know, hey, you know what? I don't want to be a doctor no more. And she started crying, like, why? You grew up wanting to be a doctor. What changed now? And I explained to her. So, past that, maybe a couple months later, I'm still going to college and I'm still working there, but now I'm just unmotivated. I started calling in, not showing up, kind of not caring, because I know I don't want to be in that field no more. And when I'm in school, I'm like, what am I going to school for? Like, why am I working so hard for? So I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then fast forward, there's another summer, and there's in Arizona. I'm sure you know it's hot. It's a little hotter than here.
oh, it's too hot, man.
It's hot. All right. So I'm sitting in the living room and just trying to think, man, what can I do that it'll make me money year round? Because in the city where I was at, it was Yuma, Arizona. It's a seasonal city. So meaning during the winter, there's more people there, visitors from up north, like Canada and Washington and all those states, right? So, I'm thinking, well, what can I do? And I want a career. And I also don't want a cap on my income. So, as I'm sitting there just thinking, I'm literally like this, scratching my head, right? And I'm thinking, wait, my barber, I go to him every 2 weeks, year round. So I went to barber school, and we got to talk. And I said, you know what? I think this would be the best decision I can do right now. So I went for it. I ended up becoming a barber with a lot of dreams.
I like that, man. I like that. You got a very interesting story, man. Like it's crazy how you went from being a doctor, wanting to be a doctor, and then you transition into being a barber. Two different worlds, right? A doctor, you can make hella money, but you're stuck in the hospital 24 hours. Like if you're on the call, you're at home, you're comfy, and they call you because they need to do surgery, you gotta go right away. Ain't no buts, like I ain't feeling it, you gotta go. So it's like a whole different world. And like being a barber, I gotta say something that what I've seen from you and many people is that you not only do you like take your time with the customer, you actually have an authentic conversation with them. Like you try to, get to know them, see where they're at, see what you guys have in common, and you make the experience memorable. So when they leave that chair, they're like, man, that was a good time. Like it's almost like they came to have a good time. I think of it like the movie Barbershop. You remember Barbershop?
Yeah,
A great movie, one of my favorite movies with Ice Cube. So he definitely portrays that. Like, people that come to get a haircut, they want to have a good time. They want to laugh. They want to, talk about anything and feel free. That's a big key, you know? And I think you have that, brother. I think you have that ability. And I seen it, I've witnessed it, and I think that's great. You gotta keep that fire, don't lose it, don't turn it off, and just keep going. And I feel like, brother, you're gonna be the next millionaire. I don't know when, maybe next week. I could feel, I could smell the money here. You know what I'm saying?
God willing, brother.
There you go, man. Now I gotta ask you a question, man. About haircuts, right? This is
Hmm.
one of the biggest ones I have to ask. So you could tell I'm growing a beard. You see it, right?
Hmm.
So as a brother to a brother, because you got a beard, so you understand me. So I don't know if I'm doing it right, but back then, when I first met you, I had like a really short goatee. I didn't really have my whole beard connecting. So I wanted to ask you. So now that I'm letting it grow, like I make sure you see how like I cut it right here and make sure it lines up and all that.
Mhm.
I want to ask you. So in the morning, I'm gonna give you a little bit of my routine. You tell me if I'm doing it right, because I don't know, bro. I got nobody got beard these days. You know, they be hiding. You see?
Gotcha, gotcha.
So I get up in the morning, I shower, and I put some oil, like beer oil that
Hmm.
they sell in barbershops. I put
Yeah.
some, put in my face, and then I have a bowl comb. You probably heard of it, you know, the big one like that, and you
Hmm.
just get in your face so the hair,
Hmm.
what I'm saying, stays, and then like I work out, I go home, I'll shower, and then I'll put it one more time. Actually before that, I actually shave a little bit because your hair keeps growing, especially like in the
Right.
bottom.
In your
So
neck area.
yeah, so I'm trying to like keep it clean, nice and fresh, like I'm trying to be like you.
My guy.
So I don't know now. I don't know if that's the way to do it. Like, is there a method? Because I don't know, brother. I'm confused, man. You too. I'm a little scared, man. There's too many information.
I see. I see.
See?
Okay. So, what is your goal?
You ready for this? My goal. So you see, I'm gonna show you this. You see how my side? It's like it's almost there. This middle part is about to be connected. It's like
Hmm.
growing a little bit here. So I'm trying to grow that, kind of like where it connects to my beard. It's almost there. It's like maybe a little bit much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you are doing it right. Using your beard oil, letting them grow, aligning them, yeah, giving them space for them to grow. Because by you using your beard oil, you're actually introducing nutrients that the beard oil has that your skin and follicles need for them to grow thicker.
Oh wow.
But I'm sure you're washing your face right before you apply it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, does it count when you shower?
Of course.
Okay, you're saying. I was making sure. That was a tough question. I wasn't sure. And another thing I have to ask you. So, this
Mhm.
one thing kind of irritates me because I'm very new to the beer. So when I use the big comb and I put the oil, it stays down. But the moment like throughout the day, it gets a little fluffy. It kind of goes like that. The hair.
Okay.
I don't know
You s-
why, but what do you think, brother? You're the
Okay.
doctor for this, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So there's some balms that you can use as well, and then brush it
Oh,
because
for
your
real?
hair is naturally coily. You just need to make sure that you stay brushing it. I
Okay.
keep one with me almost at all times,
For real?
for real.
So you're saying just keep brushing? That's the secret?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, unless you trim them as well, right? But your goal here is to have a full beard
Yeah.
connected.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And like when I think the next one I want to ask you, do I have to put more oil in the middle of the day or no?
No, no, no. It should just be in the mornings and at nights.
Okay, okay, okay. Now we're making progress. We're making progress.
There
Thank you,
we go.
brother. Thank you, brother.
There we go.
I'm really glad. See, these are questions that I've always wanted to ask, and
Mhm.
I'm so happy you answered my questions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
Thank,
absolutely.
thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I feel much better, man. I'm telling you, man. Now I can sleep in peace. Like, damn, we're making progress. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, it's a heck of a confidence right there. Confidence boosters, You know why beards are so impactful in men.
I don't know, brother.
You don't? Okay, so back then, when you ever seen that movie Gladiator, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they all had beards, or they would try to grow beards. So it was actually a statement back in the day that if you had a beard, you were a warrior, you were mainly warriors, but then they cut them down. They ended up shaving the beards down because there was a war, and the guys that had the beard, they would actually lose because they would pull on their beards and chop off their heads.
Dang.
Yeah, some crazy stuff, right?
It's pretty crazy.
But it's actually a statement and it's a confidence booster. That's why
Wow.
it's very important. It's very important to, have your facial hair, of
Wow.
course, if you want it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. No, that was really good. I honestly, you just motivate me to keep going. Like, thank you, man. Yes.
100%.
Oh man, also too, I'm gonna share a little something. So a lot of what I learned from with the media, the beards are actually becoming a new trend. A lot of young people are now having beards.
Right.
So it's crazy, man. Like it's going everywhere. Like we're changing history. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram. Yeah. Oh, man. All the way, all around the world.
That's it. That's it. Because when I was growing up, brother, like even my dad's time, they always told me you have to have a clean cut. Like you have to
Mhm.
shave everything, make sure you don't have any facial hair, especially for an interview. But I feel like, man, it's just I got tired. I felt like I shaved more when I had to do that than when I was able to keep my hair like this. You feel what I'm saying?
100%. Because, yeah, when you shave, you almost got to do it every day.
For real.
Right?
No, for real.
Yeah.
It's sad because if you forget, you get like little spots.
Yeah. No, but it seems like you got it. You got it. And you
Thank,
keep it because I've seen you.
thank you, bro. I'm gonna try, man. I gotta throw Frank. It's okay, You see? You know what I'm saying? One of the last questions I want to ask you, fam, is what advice would you give to young people that want to pursue barber, like to be a barber?
To not look back, not doubt yourself, because everything starts off slow until you start to build your momentum. Once you graduate high school, I mean, barber school, my bad. You feel like you're ready. And you get into the shop, and then you get a couple walkings, and then it might be slow, and then you start to see the barbers that were there before you, with multiple years of experience, and they're always busy. So seeing barbers that are busy when you're not busy, when you're first starting, it can be very unmotivated. It can be discouraging. And that at times makes you doubt yourself, like, am I not good enough for this? Like, no, be there. Be there. Be ready for the person that's gonna walk in the door next. Be ready. If you gotta stay late, just to build clientele, because you only have to do it one time. Sacrifice, at a time. Sacrifice once a day at least if you're starting. Oh man, I haven't had time to eat, but there's a brand new client. You might not never know who that client may be. That's why you always want to be ready and and start building your clientele. Because once you have your clientele, then you really don't need to worry much about time, you not being able to eat. You know, that'll
Wow.
be like the beginning stages. But the one thing that I can say to those young barbers that want to start cutting hair, to not look back, keep going, and never give up.
Wow. That's really good, man. I didn't think about that. It's very, very wise what you said, because a lot of people they sometimes want it fast, right? But it takes time to build relationships and to build clientels, right? People that really like you, like your style, how you cut, and then it becomes, because I'm gonna be honest, brother, you're always booked. Every time I try to book for you, I seen your list, man. It's so booked. I'm like, dang, this brother, he ain't playing. And I see it, like it's so cool when I go in the schedule. You know what I'm saying? Man, my boy's always booked. That's how you know he's doing something right, man, because everybody want him. And I'm proud of you, man, for for being consistent, for continue your, you got talent, brother. You got style. So,
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
we need our Latinos to rise and shine, do our thing.
100%. 100%.
There you go, man. So I'm happy, brother. I'm very grateful to have you here. This was an honor. Let me wrap it up real quick, guys. This is the outlet to reality. The hold this podcast in Vegas and Chicago every Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching! Y'all know where to find me. I'm on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, the outlet to reality. My Snapchat is take one pass it, and my TikTok is at Yaakov 28.